After a long disappearance in the market, Motorola is now back to hit the global market with their latest products. For those of you who want to buy the latest smartphone from Motorola, there are tons of Motorola smartphones sold on the market. But here is a list of recommendations for the latest Motorola phones that you should know. The Motorola Razer 60 Ultra comes with a 7-inch 165Hz LTPO AMOLED primary display that supports 1 billion colors, Dolby Vision, and a peak brightness of 4500 nit, while the secondary display is a 4-inch 165Hz LTPO AMOLED panel coated with Gorilla Glass ceramic. In the optics sector, the dual rear module boasts a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera, while the 50-megapixel front camera is capable of 4K 60 FPS recording for sharp selfies. Performance is powered by a 3nm Snapdragon 8 Elite, 16GB of LPDDR5X RAM, and up to 1TB of UFS 4.0 storage. The 4,700 mAh battery supports 68-watt wired, 30-watt wireless, and 5-watt reverse wired charging. The Razer 60 Ultra is available in 4 edgy Pantone colors consisting of Rio Red, Scarab, Mountain Trail, and Cabaret. It's splash-proof too, thanks to the IP48 rating. The price of the Motorola Razer 60 Ultra starts at $1,318. The Motorola Edge 60 Stylus features a 6.7-inch 120Hz POLED display with a resolution of 1220 by 2712 pixels, HDR support, and a peak brightness of 3000 nit, which is sharp enough for writing or drawing with the built-in stylus. In the camera sector, the dual rear module consists of a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS and a 13-megapixel ultra-wide camera, while the 32-megapixel front camera is capable of recording 4K 30 FPS video for detailed selfies. Performance is supported by Snapdragon 7S, Gen 2 4nm fabrication, 8GB of RAM, and 256GB of storage that can still be expanded via dedicated microSD. The 5000 mAh battery supports 68-watt wired and 15-watt wireless charging, promising a full day of power. The Edge 60 Stylus comes in an IP68 Eco leather body with elegant color options such as midnight blue and lavender mist that provide a premium touch while being tough against water and dust. The price of the Motorola Edge 60 Stylus starts at $459. The Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G 2025 comes with a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED display with 1220 by 2712 pixel resolution, 3000 nit peak brightness, and HDR support that is quite responsive. Its rear camera module combines a 50-megapixel main sensor with OIS with a 13-megapixel ultra-wide lens, capable of recording up to 4K 30 FPS, while the 32-megapixel front camera also supports 4K recording for clear selfies. In terms of performance, the phone relies on Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 4nm fabrication paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, still expandable via dedicated microSD. The 5000 mAh battery supports 68-watt wired and 15-watt wireless fast charging, ensuring all-day endurance. Clad in IP68 Eco Leather, the Moto G Stylus 5G is available in two stylish Pantone hues: Gibraltar Sea and Surf the Web. The price of the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G 2025 starts at $151. The Motorola Moto G15 offers a 6.72-inch Full HD plus 1080 by 2040 pixels IPS LCD display, with Gorilla Glass 3 protection, spacious and sharp enough for streaming and casual gaming. The photography department relies on dual rear cameras consisting of a 50-megapixel PDF main sensor, accompanied by a 5-megapixel ultra-wide. Both support 1080 pixels 30 frames per second recording. Meanwhile, the 8-megapixel front camera is ready for selfies or video calls. Performance is supported by MediaTek Helio G81 Extreme chipset, 12-nanometer fabrication, paired with up to 8 GB of RAM and 128 to 512 GB of storage that can still be expanded via microSD. The 5,200 mAh battery lasts all day and can be charged at 18 watts via USB-C. The Moto G15 comes in 5 stylish color options, namely Gravity Gray, Iguana Green, Sunrise Orange, Sea Blue, and Glacier Blue, giving users the freedom to tailor their style to their taste. The Motorola Moto G15 price starts at $120. The Motorola Moto G45 sports a 6.5-inch 120Hz IPS LCD display with HD plus resolution 720 by 1600 pixels, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 3, smooth enough for daily scrolling. In the optics department, the phone sports a dual rear camera with a 50-megapixel PDF main sensor and a 2-megapixel macro lens, capable of 1080 pixel 30 frames per second video recording. There is also a 16-megapixel front camera ready to support selfies and video calls. Performance is powered by the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 chipset, 6-nanometer fabrication, paired with 4 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage that can still be expanded via microSD. The 5,000 mAh battery supports 18 watts of charging, enough for a full day's use, while stereo speakers plus a 3.5mm jack pamper audio lovers. The Moto G45 comes in 3 bright colors, such as Brilliant Blue, Brilliant Green, and Viva Magenta, as well as an eco-leather body with a splash-proof design. The price of the Motorola Moto G45 starts at $151.